You might be surprised to learn that Denmark has more bicycles than cars. But there are even more things about this tiny northern European nation that most Americans don't realize. From its people to its culture, food, and lifestyle, here are 5 things Denmark does that most Americans don't know and don't realize they should probably be doing too. Before we get into it, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss any of our awesome videos. And stick around until the end because we have a special announcement. No, 1. The world's happiest people. The World Happiness Report is an annual publication by the Sustainable Development Report Foundation and the United Nations. It ranks countries by how happy their citizens perceive themselves to be, based on factors like social support, healthy life expectancy, freedom, generosity, and perceptions of corruption. The report is a snapshot of global mental health and well-being. And since 2013, Denmark has consistently ranked No. 1 as the world's happiest country. So what's their secret? Some experts point to the Danish concept of Hygge, which roughly translates to coziness and comfort. Hygge is more than just a feeling, it's a way of life. It has the feeling you get when you curled up on the couch with a good book and a cup of hot chocolate, or when you're surrounded by friends and family at a cozy dinner party. While Hygge may seem simple, it is actually a pretty foreign concept to many Americans who are more accustomed to the hustle and bustle of city life. Number 2, biking culture. Most people probably don't realize just how big of a deal biking is in Denmark. In Copenhagen, there are more bikes than cars, and it is not uncommon to see bike highways with dedicated traffic lights for cyclists. This is in stark contrast to American cities where cars are king. The Danish capital is one of the most bike-friendly cities in the world. With over 400 kilometers of bike paths, it's easy to see why so many people choose to ditch the car and cycle instead. Not only is it a great way to get around, but it's also a fantastic form of exercise. Plus, with all those bike lanes, cyclists are much safer than they would be in an American city. No. 3. Unique Danish food. Denmark might be a small country, but it sure does have some unique food. From smørrebrød to licorice, there are plenty of Danish foods that Americans might not be familiar with. Smørrebrød is a traditional open-faced sandwich that consists of a piece of rye bread topped with butter, cheese, meat or fish, and various vegetables. It's a true Danish staple and something that most Americans haven't tried. Licorice, on the other hand, is a bit of a love-hate relationship for Americans. It's not unusual to find licorice-flavored candies in American supermarkets, but it's not nearly as popular as it is in Denmark. In fact, Danes consume more licorice per person than any other country in the world. Denmark has also become a hub for new Nordic cuisine. There are currently 19 Michelin-starred restaurants in the country, which is impressive considering that Denmark only has a population of around 6 million people. No. 4. A different work-life balance. The Danish work-life balance is something that most Americans can only dream of. For starters, Denmark has a 37-hour work week as opposed to the standard 40 hours in the US. Additionally, Danish parents are entitled to up to 52 weeks of paid parental leave. That's more than double the amount of time that American parents get. This allows parents to take the time they need to bond with their child without having to worry about losing their job. Danes also have something called Friday bars, which is a tradition of having drinks after work on a Friday to celebrate the weekend. It's a chance for coworkers to let loose and socialize outside of the office. While this might seem like a strange concept to Americans, it's actually a great way to boost morale and team building. No. 5. Hidden castles. Although Denmark is a small country, it's packed with history. From its medieval castles to its Viking heritage, there's a lot to explore. In fact, there are over 100 castles in Denmark, most of which were built during the Viking Age. As such, Americans might not realize that Denmark has such deep roots in the Viking culture. The country is also home to several Viking burial grounds and ancient runestones. These historical sites offer a glimpse into the lives of the Vikings and their lasting impact on Danish culture. If you're an American, chances are you learned about the Vikings in school, but you probably didn't realize just how important they were to Danish history. Well, there you have it. 5 things Denmark does that most Americans don't know and don't realize they should probably be doing too. Whether it's adopting the Danish concept of Hygge in your daily life or exploring the country's rich Viking heritage, there's a lot that Americans can learn from this tiny Northern European nation. Now we want to hear from you. Which Danish secret surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our awesome videos. Thanks for watching.